Hi everybody, Rob, John Miller Garden Machinery. Before I go on, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Yeah, get our videos every week. Right, so it is absolutely throwing it down outside. We were going to plan to do some demos on these, so it's gone a bit pear-shaped. So it's a quick video about Eliet shredders, green waste shredders. They're classed as. They do wood as well. There are dedicated chippers and there are shredders. They both got their own job. So we'll do a brief sort of go around these two machines. So these are the two that are the smaller end of the scale that we sell in the shop quite regularly. There are lots of other sizes going up to sort of 4 or 5 inch sort of timber. So, but this is kind of your domestic kind of setup stroke kind of if you've got like a gardening round, you can put that in the back of your van. They're movable, sort of fairly lightweight. So we'll start off with this one, which is the Maestro City. This has got the Briggs engine, I think. Yes, I'm correct, the Briggs engine. So this is the first in the range. Now, tell a lie. No, they do a little Neo, which is an electric one, which is very good as well. Petrol, first in the petrol range. So this will do 40 mil. Yeah, it's got 10 blades on, I think. Petrol engine. It's got a nice big hopper, and the reason this works well in gardens is you can take this off. It's nice and compact. You can move it around. It fits through the gate. Now this puts it into a bag. It's about 12 to 16 to 1. So basically, you've got a pile like this. It's going to end up in a pile like this by putting it through one of these. So your cost of getting rid of material is a lot less. The nice thing about these are they're quite easy to unblock when you block them up, and most people block shredders and chippers up. The secret is don't grab a massive bundle and chuck it through. It's like little bits, little often, just constant flow through there. You know, it'll take, as soon as it grabs onto it, it'll take it. If you do get it blocked, you know, on this machine, it's nice and neat. I'm not going to show you because I'm going to show you on this one because it's even easier on this one. But basically, you've got a handle there. You unscrew that, it drops the bottom plate out, and you can pull all the gubbins out the bottom. Just go really careful because the blades are like stupidly sharp. I've cut myself many times just showing people how to take that off. So, but they very rarely get stuck. It's the way the blade setup is. That's always got to be in, otherwise it won't work. So if you do buy one, and forget to put that all the way in, there's a little sensor, contacts, very boring, but safety. The other good thing about all these shredders is nice long sort of tube on it, so you can't put your hand down to the blades, unless you're really special. They do this, I think, in 3 different setups. They do the Briggs and Stratton engine, they got the Honda engine, and I think we did one a few months back, they got the Ego motor electric kind of setup. So that one is the Mestro City, 40 mil capacity. All right, remember? Right, so move this one is the Minor 4S. And you can have this in 2 different setups as well. You can have the Honda GX200, and I think there is a Honda 160 as well, GC 160. So big difference in price. Do you know, I'd say this one is okay for like home use. Do you know, it's not quite double, but you're not getting far away from it. Do you know, you are getting into the big price bracket on these, but slightly different setup. So first one is Honda engine versus the Briggs engine, which is obvious. You've got a chute system now, so you can direct it, and that is all movable by unscrewing that, and you can move it all the way around, and you can just do that. So you can fire it over the neighbour's fence if you want to, or put it on the flower bed. Don't put it in the neighbour's fence. You know, I don't want any complaints. Now this one takes 45 mil, so it's not a massive step up, but it's got a slightly bigger hopper, so you can get more material through it. And this is the bit where I can show you about the blade setup. The reason these things work superbly well compared to a lot of chippers, and chippers are for wood, remember, these are for green waste and timber. I shall undo this and I can show you how nasty these blades are. And when I say nasty, in a good way, evil blades. They just make mincemeat of everything. Again, all these bits that you undo have all got sensor points back on, so if you ever take this off to get in there and go back in again, you need to make sure you tighten it back up because it ain't going to work. Right, have a look at that. If that pans in, that's some gnarly looking blades. So as you can see, when the material comes down, it's getting munched up in that direction, rather a lot of chippers and other shredders will have a blade that will go like just cuts across, or a blade where it sits at the bottom and it all falls into it and munches it like a food blender. This, as it comes in, it drags all the material through, so it splits it in different directions because all those blade faces. So this is hardened steel, sharp, and they are reversible as well. So you're getting like twice the life out of a set of blades for you and start thinking about changing them. And the nice thing about this shoot here, this bit here is like a turbo sort of bit on it, which they call it turbo discharge. That's the word I'm looking for. So basically the material is getting stuck into here, it's getting chucked over to this side, and those paddles are basically shooting it up through there, which then gets rid of the quicker you can get rid of the material, less chance you've got it getting stuck in there and causing blockages. But if you do get it stuck, all you've got to do is undo that. Get in there, go nice and careful because they are super sharp. I'm not going to say it's unique to Eliet because I can't guarantee it, but they have got patented technology, shredding technology. It's the only manufacturer I know that has the blades facing back up you like this rather than like sideways or at the bottom. And that makes a massive difference on the green waste side of things. This thing will go, you can put this into a garden and spend hours, it'll just keep chugging away, get rid of it all. This is probably more aimed at small gardeners, you know. This one's probably more aimed at homeowner. And then from here, you go up to 50 mil, 55 mil, I think 60, 80, but the machines get a lot bigger. That's basically, I know we've talked on a bit, but if you understand the principles of shredding, then you understand which machine is best for you. That's basically an overview of shredding. As I say, we're going to try and put some material through it, but the weather's, I don't like getting wet basically. I'm a fair weather shredder. So that's basically a brief outline of these machines. And again, a bit like the scarifiers, and if you see the video on the scarifiers before or after, you may recap what I'm going to say. You very rarely get problems with these machines. The only time I recall these coming back in is for new set of blades. So robustness and reliability, again, awesome bits of kit, all right? Yes, you are in like a certain bracket of money-wise, but it's well worth spending the money because you're not going to regret it, all right? So that's enough jibbery-jabbering from me. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.